Blessed be everybody. My name is Richard Mueller. Welcome to the Mystic Forest. I am a high pagan priest. Kind of bear with me. I haven't been able to post up a video yesterday. Things were kind of busy, but I do humbly apologize on that. Please work with me on this. We are going to be talking about security, which is basing through the Wiccan laws, which is verses 22 through 35. Okay? Verse 22. In the old days, when witchdom extended far, we were free and worshipped in all greater temples. When it came to worshiping the gods and the goddesses, they were actually worshipped through pagan temples, which are all located all over the world. Some are in Egypt, some are in Rome, some are in Japan. But in aspects, these gods and goddesses were worshipped freely. And when they were worshipped, they were always there for us when we needed them the most. Verse 23. But in these unhappy times, we must celebrate our sacred mysteries in secret. In today's situation, yes, a lot of us actually worshipped our gods and goddesses and deities within our homes. They were our patrons, our patronesses. But in the point of fact is, we celebrate them. We worship them. We respect them for who and what they are. They give us guidance. They give us knowledge. They give us with what we need. Verse 24. Okay, this is an actual ordained law. Okay, so be it ordained that none but the wicked may see our mysteries. For our enemies are many, and torture loosens the tongue of man. A lot of the mysteries, okay, which was actually held in secrecy. Back in the time being, a lot of the pagans and Wiccans were tortured. They were actually burned or hung or drowned. And a lot of people had suffered death because considering that we were innocent in our own life. Verse 25, which is another ordained law. So be it ordained that no coven shall know where the next coven bide. In history, when it came to dealing with the covens, a lot of our covens were kept in secrecy and were not allowed to be told to where the locations were at. In today's version, yes, we do have covens. They are out in the open. They are no longer being held in secrecy. Verse 26. Or who its members be, save only the priest and priestess and messenger. The priest and the priestess, which were the ones who actually ran the covens. The priestess was the first one to open and to close it out. And the priest, which was chosen by the priestess to work with her when it came to dealing with the covens, because a lot of the main covens back in the old days were Dianic, which were actually female-based covens. And knowing that now there is a messenger for them, the priest and the priestess chooses their messenger to go among others to let them know where the covens are held at. Number 27, and there shall be no communication between them, save by the messenger of the gods or the summoner. The messenger is under the tutelage between the gods and the goddesses. and they summon him to direct word or knowledge to what needs to be dealt with, what needs to be said, what needs to be told. Number 28. And only if it be safe may the covens meet in some safe place for the great festivals. A lot of the covens will actually do a gathering or known as a ritual or a ceremony in certain locations. And these were actually meetings, or known as what they call as festivals. I mean, we do celebrations like Sabbats, which there's about 8 to 9 Sabbats a year. And we only do it if it is safe to be done. Number 29. And while there, none shall say whence they came, nor give their names. Which means basically that we don't give out our given names when it comes to traditions, or celebrations, or festivals, or rituals, or ceremonies. We do not give that out to any direction to anybody, because in simple fact is everything is considered as sacred. Number 30. To this end, that if any be tortured, their agony, they may not tell. If they do not tell, they do not know. In history time being, when torture was brought in, we do not give out any information, because considering that our lifestyle was sacred, our lifestyle was tradition, our lifestyle was basing through what we do as coven or meetings. And and even in back in the days, even when torture happened, a lot of people who were killed innocently, because the simple fact that our lifestyle was no more different than everybody else's. Our traditions are pre-Christian. Okay, number 31. This is an actual another ordained law in the aspect of it. Okay, so be it ordained that no one shall tell anyone not of the craft who be of the Wicca, nor give any names or where they hide, or any way tell anything which can betraying of us to our foes. Which means that when it comes to the craft, or nor given any names, hide, or any way to tell anything which can betray us of our foes. I mean, when we do our craft, we don't give out our names, nor do we tell anything about what's going on to our foes, because if we tell anyone that we do not know of our traditions, which means that they could rat out everybody, oh hey, he's a witch, let's go do this to him. We tend to be tortured in every direction because we're different than everybody else, knowing that when we're not. We have special abilities, we have special knowledge, we accept nature for what it is, not how it is. Verse 32. Nor may he tell where the covenant be, which means basically we're not to give out any information as to where we do our covens. That is nobody else's concerns but our own. Number 3, or the covenant stead, which means that we do not give out the leadership to what is of the covens. Number 34, or where the meetings be. We do not give any information as to where these meetings are held at. That is nobody else's concerns but our own. We do our own covens. We can actually do it in our home. We can do it out in nature now. We We are who we are. Number 35. If any break these laws, even under torture, the curse of the goddess shall be upon them, so they may never be born on earth and may remain where they belong in the hell of the Christians. In Christian aspect, yes, with what happens, in Christian law, a lot of people consider it sin. We don't consider ourselves as sinners. We don't consider ourselves as Christian likewise. I mean, we are a group of ourselves. We sit right here in the middle of everything, and then you got Christians, and then you got Baptists, you got Pentecostals, Presbyterians, and so on and so on. And basically, a lot of the Christians base their stuff through the Christianity lifestyle of the Bible, which we don't see the Bible as for us. So why should all of us die for one man that he killed himself for people who make mistakes? A mistake is a mistake. You have to accept things the way they are. So, to end this out, blessed be, so mote it be, merry you meet, merry we part, merry we shall meet again. Blessed be, so mote it be. Love y'all. Bye-bye.